Hey guys, it's Captain Forest here, and in today's video, I'm going to be power scaling the Phoenix 5 from Marvel 616. Now, if you folks stick around near the end of the video, I will put the stats on screen as to where they would all be placed in terms of their AP and speed and all that good jazz. Also, if you guys are new to my channel, please leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for further content. Also, shouts to the Coffee Shop Gang, they make awesome content. Their links will be in the description. Also, shouts to HQ Squad, they've been a massive help in my videos, so huge shout out to them. So for starters, I will cover each individual team member of the Phoenix 5, but I will cover their generalized feats and all their stuff that they usually have in character. So for those who are unaware, when you become the host of the Phoenix Force, you will gain extraordinary hexes and increased stats. In fact, characters like Phoenix Force Neymar, Colossus, Magik, Emma Frost, and Cyclops have all demonstrated to embarrass and take down Thor. This Thor was not holding back given the nature of the situation, and that the Phoenix Force is a powerful entity which is not to be taken lightly. They all go on to dominate and embarrass the Avengers during the Avengers vs X-Men run, which would mean Thor would have used his full power in the attempt to take on the Phoenix 5, but unfortunately it amounted to nothing. So let's talk about some of the members. I'm going to start off with Neymar. An impressive feat that comes to mind for Neymar was when he was able to press a prepped Scarlet Witch in a beam struggle. Neymar laid the smackdown on the Avengers with a giant massive area of effect. Neymar can imbue his attacks with Phoenix Fire and also flex out a Phoenix Fire area of effect. Neymar broke Red Hulk's arm and then goes on to demonstrate an insane endurance feat by taking a massive beatdown from the Avengers, which actually just annoyed and enraged Neymar even more. A good resistance feat for Neymar was when he was able to take a chi punch from Iron Fist. Now of course, I've mentioned before, the Iron Fist is chi, and chi itself affects you on a physical, spiritual and mental level, and Neymar was able to eat this. Pretty impressive. We even see Neymar in the current Avengers run. During the Avengers saga, he was able to gain back the Phoenix Force powers as he was a participant in the Phoenix games. He is able to amp his sea creatures with his Phoenix powers and control them and have them aid him in battle. Neymar is able to coat the ocean with his flames and also create fissures underwater to cause his opponents to fall and drown in them. Neymar should also come with his inherent powers, such as becoming more stronger and faster when he's underwater or hydrated. And lastly, Neymar is also able to lace his trident with Phoenix Force Fire. So that's going to round up Neymar, and his general abilities and hexes are pretty much all amped by the Phoenix Force's powers, which applies to the other users. Let's move on to Colossus. An interesting hack for the Phoenix Force members, including Phoenix Force Colossus, is that the heat that passively comes off their bodies is so hot that their opponents, even getting close and physically attacking them, was beginning to burn their hands. Now, there isn't a lot of crazy hexes that Colossus demonstrates in character with the powers, but he should naturally have the ability to flex Phoenix Force Fire and lace his attacks with these flames, alongside with other inherent mutant powers like his organic steel body, which increases his AP, speed, durability, and also makes him bulletproof and invulnerable to conventional attacks. So I'm going to go ahead, move on to Magik. Magik has a laundry list of things that I will cover in this video. So Magik can lace her soul sword with Phoenix Force Fire and attack her opponents. There's more to Magik's sword than meets the eye. Magik can manifest the sword out of her own essence at any time. Attacks from the soul sword affect you on a physical, spiritual and mental level, as the sword decorporates the opponents. The soul sword has holy properties and is designed to vanquish evil and demonic entities, and the sword has magical nullifying properties, as magic cannot affect the sword, and the sword can destroy anything that is of magical origin. This is all backed up by some portion of the power of the Phoenix Force that was granted to her, Magik's sword also has greater durability negation, as it was able to slice through Cap's shield. This is impressive, as not even Wolverine's claws can even scratch the shield, and the adamantium claws themselves have durability negation, as it's been stated they can slice through almost anything. Magik's soul sword is able to neg intangibility, as Kitty Pryde addresses that her intangibility does not work against Magik's sword, which is very impressive. Magik can also lace her soul sword with magic and blast it at her opponents. Magik and her sword is so powerful. Magik stabbed her soul sword in the ground, which tears the very fabric of Limbo asunder. Similar to the Howl Lords in Marvel, Magik is in her element when she's inside her realm, Limbo. She and her magic is stronger inside the realm. Her rage alone was affecting Limbo. For those who aren't aware, Limbo is a conceptual realm that exists beyond the concepts of space and time, and she was able to affect it all. Magik was also able to best Doctor Strange in her own realm. Now, let's talk a little bit more so about Limbo. So Magik has countermeasures for those who try to teleport inside Limbo. Limbo is filled with hellfire and burning souls. Magik can take a piece out of Limbo and add it to the mortal plane. Limbo prevents you from creating portals, and Limbo also blocks teleportation. Limbo is not bound by nature's law and is a place of transcendental evil where anything is possible. Magik can summon demons from Limbo to aid her in combat. Magik can also summon vines in Limbo, which bind you down and drain your life force. It also covers your whole body, which chokes and drowns you. The vines also have a mind of their own. Magik can also leave you inside Limbo for her demons to attack you, and staying inside Limbo for too long also corrupts you and makes you go insane. Gambit was corrupted by the maddening effects of Limbo. Magik has also shown to be quite sadistic, as Magik ties up some of the Avengers and has their minds and souls be feasted upon by demons inside Limbo. Inside Limbo, Magik is ruler. She can do whatever she likes, as the realm is a reflection of herself, and her will becomes reality inside the realm. More onto Magik's magical powers and miscellaneous stuff. Magik herself can enter into her demonic state even on the mortal plane. When Magik is in this form, she is very powerful. This side of Magik she keeps suppressed, as she doesn't want to reflect that side of her to people, but it's later shown in the New Mutants that it was the Beyonder himself that showed Magik that her demonic powers were a gift and a responsibility, and something not to be ashamed of. Over the years, Magik's magic skills are boosted ever since she trained with Doctor Strange. She also demonstrates some incredible showings and feats with her magic. She can vaporize people to dust with her magic. She can blast concussive magic bolts. She can blind or restrain her opponents with mystic chains. She's also tied up Thor in Phoenix fire chains and dunked him in a volcano. She can also coat her magic in Phoenix fire, such as fire talon constructs, which physically damage Scarlet Witch, which is very impressive. She can also cast a spell to transmutate you into a slug. Magik's rage was warping and twisting and distorting her teammates, which was causing them great pain. Magik can also use hypnosis on people. She can cast a spell to break her body out of paralysis gunk. Magik removes some of Stevie's memories so that she does not remember the dark truths of Limbo and what actually transpires for the mutants, and of her sorcery. Magik has magical and conventional senses and scanning. She can hear every word her friends say despite them speaking discreetly, and she's able to scan for mystic traces to know if somebody is under possession. Magik has a unique ability she likes to use a lot, and that is her portal disc. Magik's portal disc moves through time and space and can teleport her back in time or any point in history and through the cosmos. She can BFR objects and people inside Limbo, such as BFRing Cap's shield. She's used her portals to summon demons to aid her, and she's used her portals tactically by summoning it behind her opponent and have her demons grab her unsuspecting foe to Limbo without them noticing. To the last minute, she's used her portal as a pseudo shield to teleport projectile attacks from her enemies, and also uses her teleportation ring to negate durability by teleporting a portion of Warlock's arm away. Lastly, she can instinctively activate her portal when she's in danger. Now, let's move on to some of the other things that Magik has. So, Magik can phase through physical, spiritual, and mental and magic attacks as she's phased through her own sword strike. She can view past events from different timelines and also view what transpires on Earth while in limbo, and she can astral project too. Finally, resistances. Magik herself and her armor provides her resistances against many things. An impressive resistance feat for Magik was when Emma Frost was unable to affect Magik's mind. Not even Charles Xavier can read Magik's mind. Charles and Emma are one of the most powerful telepaths in Marvel and are Omega level threats. Magik was even able to resist Karma's mind hacks / fear manipulation. Magik is resistant to possession / corruption. Magik's soul sword protects and shatters the bonds the Shadow had on Magik. If her powers are stripped from her, she can take it back no problem. Empath's empathy manipulation proved useless inside Magik's realm, as her will and power reign supreme inside the realm, rendering his hacks completely ineffective, as the realm not only increases her stats but also her hacks resistances. Even outside the realm, his empathy manipulation doesn't even work on Magik. Magik also has resistance to transmutation. The soul sword purges the transmode virus from Magik's body, which turns you and your DNA into a techno-organic construct, and it can also corrupt you. Magik also has taken magical attacks too. Magik's armor also protects her from transmutation as well, which is impressive. Magik's armor instinctively protects Magik. Magik's armor protects her from magic, spiritual and mental attacks, as Sims attacks Magik with her own soul sword, and her armor instinctively grows spikes to block the attack. After exercising Cloak and Dagger's powers, which both attempted to possess and take control of Magik's mind and soul, she uses her sheer willpower to summon the soul sword to restore her tainted sword and herself to cast away both powers back to Wolfsbane and Sunspot. Now, time in Limbo is different compared to Earth, as the rules of time on Earth do not apply the same to Limbo as existing inside Limbo. Years would go by, as years in Limbo would equate to seconds on Earth, and Magik is just fine inside that realm. So that's going to round up Phoenix Force Magik. Let's go over the White Queen herself, Emma Frost. So, Phoenix Force Emma Frost demonstrates some impressive feats during her time as a host. Her ruthlessness and her telepathic abilities were greatly increased. Emma Frost notes that she could end it all, as Emma can enter inside everyone's mind and just switch their brains off. She's literally tortured a person and was able to kill them with her mind powers alone. Emma Frost's mind hacks is so potent, she was able to mind hacks all of the mutants to submission. Emma Frost was still able to sense where Transonic was after Transonic was BFR to Wakanda. Emma Frost is not just ruthless when it comes to mind hacks, she also shows this when she is given her Phoenix Force powers. Emma Frost is able to casually set Hawkeye on fire. Emma Frost repels Spider-Woman and Black Widow's attacks and fires a Phoenix Fire Blast at them. Emma can also create a force field which is strong enough to block Hex attacks from Wanda. She also damages Wanda by firing a blast of Phoenix Force fire at her. She can also flex out a giant AoE of Phoenix Fire, and she was able to also take a hit from the Hulk while off guard, and also get up afterwards and press the Hulk with her fire. The other Phoenix Force hosts share the same unique powers and resistances, such as Emma Frost and Cyclops surviving in inhospitable places. A unique feature for Emma Frost's second mutation: upon gaining a portion of the Phoenix Force, her diamond form is more stronger and durable, and if her diamond body is destroyed, she can put herself back together and even use her own shards to attack her opponents. That's going to round up Emma Frost. Now lastly, the leader of the X-Men and the Phoenix 5 himself, Cyclops. Now Cyclops with the Phoenix Force was able to one-shot the Avengers with a casual massive Phoenix Force Fire area of effect with just a gesture. All of the Phoenix Force members can fly and survive in space. Cyclops gains some telepathic powers through the Phoenix Force, allowing him to telepathically communicate with people and read minds. Cyclops displays mental resistances to Professor X's own mind hacks. He attacks back with his own, which killed Charles in the process, which is very impressive. Cyclops is able to use telekinesis, such as grabbing hold of Iron Fist telekinetically and singeing him with Phoenix Force Fire. Cyclops' mere presence cooked Wolverine's ass. This version of Cyclops is more dangerous and uncaring. He will resort to using full-powered optic blasts to dispatch of his enemies in character, rather than his more rational, strategic and tactical self with his optic blasts when he normally uses low to mid frequency early on in the fights. Cyclops is also able to tear through dimensions, such as tearing his way into Kung Lu. Cyclops was able to endure an attack from the Scarlet Witch's magic. He later goes on to know Sal and be completely unaffected by her attacks as he became stronger. Now, how did he become stronger? Well, that leads me to talk about when Cyclops was going out of his way to steal and take the other portions of the Phoenix Force powers for himself. Eventually, he went on to take all of the other 4 portions. He is now at full power and he becomes the Dark Phoenix. At this point, the Avengers were royally screwed and could not fight back. With this new level of power, there was nothing the Avengers could do or anything could affect him. A shield bash from Cap and even being stabbed in the head by Wolverine's claws meant nothing. After becoming the Dark Phoenix, Cyclops is strong enough to suppress the Phoenix to allow the Avengers and X-Men to take him out, which is absolutely insane. That's a really good feat for Cyclops. Cyclops also took an attack from Shao Lung, the dragon. Cyclops' casual blast overpowers Shao Lung, aka the source of the Iron Fist's energy. And lastly, he was able to even take a chi punch from Hope, which gives him some nice little resistances right there, which is very impressive. So that is going to round up the Phoenix 5. So overall, these are where they would range in terms of AP. So depending on where you have Marvel, easily high hyperversal, low outer, outer versal scaling for the Phoenix 5. Now the Dark Phoenix is very powerful. Like that version of Cyclops is easily like high outer versal to even boundless, which is very impressive. So some good infinite layers into that tier. So Cyclops is pretty built different with the Dark Phoenix Force. But yes, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, it's been real. See you guys in the next one.